However, some fans and gamers are boycotting the game in protest of J.K. Rowling because, of course, she has said that men are men and women are women. Some popular game review sites like Kotaku, Polygon, and Eurogamer have not yet reviewed Hogwarts Legacy despite the review embargo lifting on Monday. Others have denounced J.K. Rowling's comments and voiced support for transgender people in their reviews. Jesse Earl, one trans YouTuber and writer, tweeted in December that unlike consuming previously owned Harry Potter books or films, purchasing Hogwarts Legacy while Rowling is, quote, using her ongoing platform to target and also justify her continued targeting of trans people is hateful to trans people. Rowling responded, accusing her of pure think.
Why are you, a deeply religious man, all of a sudden advocating for witchcraft, which is inherently satanic? He's like, witchcraft is fine as long as it's a transphobic person that's advocating for said witchcraft. If it triggers trans people, then I'm on board with it. What's up with this, Ben? Why are you pro-witchcraft, motherfucker? This is some heretical bullshit, dude. What the hell? You're an idiot. Satanism is religious, you twat. Wait, what? You think Ben Shapiro considers Satanism to be a real religion? He doesn't even think Islam is a real religion, dog. You fucking crazy? He can't say shit. His side was boycotting M&Ms. Yeah.
Some streamers on Amazon-owned Twitch platforms, including Will Overguard and Nicotine, have publicly voiced opposition to the game. And the idea here is that we have to make sure that no one engages in a game because the creator of the game does not agree with you on a very radical point of view. All of this, despite the fact, by the way, that apparently there is a transgender character in the game. I'm not kidding you. Apparently, Hogwarts Legacy actually does have a transgender character named Serona Ryan, is according to Forbes. That, by the way, would be the middle managers at Warner Brothers deciding that in order to avoid the flack, they're simply going to give in to the woke left. But Serona...
Give in to the woke left. I know it's a religion. Shut up, chatters.
A cavern in Hogsmeade Village, an NPC that the player can speak to. Serona doesn't outright say she is a trans woman, but she implies it through her dialogue when she talks about her old classmates and says, took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Now, is that going to buy off the woke left? Of course it's not going to buy off the woke left. Of course not. They're still angry. And one of the people who is, I think, most hilariously involved in this controversy now is Hasan Piker. He used to be associated with the Young Turks, and now he is...
Stop! Get my fucking name out of your goddamn mouth, Ben. Do not go there. No!
A gamer who declares himself a socialist while buying himself mansions. Really good socialist, Hasan Piker. He's doing some good stuff this week, by the way. He actually donated a bunch of money to victims.
He literally did the same thing. It's like socialism means no mansion. The fuck? Dude, anyone who considers themselves a social democrat or a leftist on the internet, if you are repeating what fucking Ben Shapiro is saying as a... Sorry, the Hammer and Sickle Twitter folks that love farming drama so they can get some get like 8 new people to listen to their fucking Substack. Okay? You're doing the same shit he's doing because it is right-wing propaganda to claim that socialism is a fucking poverty cult. Okay? It is about your relations to the means of production. It is not about, oh, this person is rich and I kind of don't like him. So I guess fuck that guy. Anyway, we got to get Ben off LSF for real, man. It's been his bread and butter for the past 10 days. I know. He's like literally watching LSF like fucking Dick Serto. He's using LSF talking points.
Of the Turkish earthquake. And then he also did some stupid stuff, which is sort of what he normally does. He announced that he is not going to play Hogwarts Legacy. And the reason he's not going to play Hogwarts Legacy is not because he is in principled fashion.
Fucking god damn it, dude.
And angry that J.K. Rowling is such a transphobe. He's not going to do it because he says he's a coward. Which, okay, I mean, points for honesty.
This is how I literally got fucking ass blasted by everyone involved in this argument. Me saying, I don't want to fucking play this game because it's not worth the headache even though originally I wanted to do a fundraiser around it because I understand the space and I understand how popular this game was going to be. So I knew that it was inevitable that the boycott efforts were not going to work, means that I have a difference in opinion, okay, with some of the louder trans voices in the space who wanted to boycott it, okay? That is a difference in opinion. Now, of course, what was going to happen inevitably happened. People focused their attention on me and got mad at me because I was speaking as a cis ally over trans voices, which doesn't matter. Yes, I was. I was speaking over trans people as a cis ally, not as a cis ally, but as someone who understands the space better than you. That's it. That's it. Okay? That's it. That's just the truth. I understand the streaming space better than you do. Most of the people that are chirping on Twitter don't understand it, and that's fine because you have better shit to do. You don't understand the streaming space. You don't understand the gaming space as well, and that's fine. That's why a lot of people made valuable criticism that fell on deaf ears, like, why don't you play a different game and raise money? That's not about fucking, playing any game. The point was to take the narrative and shift it into a direction that was positive because it was inevitable that it was going to be successful. But it doesn't matter. We have a difference in agreement on how to protest in that regard, okay? And everyone got very upset, and that's okay. It's not going to change my convictions. It's not going to change my mentality. I'm not going to be like a why I left the left type motherfucker, okay? Because I have a backbone. And anyone that says that this is a grift is hilarious, especially if you're trans and you're like, this guy's doing like allyship points for a grift. Are you stupid? Do you not know how much more successful it is to just be transphobic? Matt Walsh exists. Ben Shapiro exists. These are multi-million-dollar platforms that almost entirely disseminate anti-trans propaganda. Please, for the love of God, if you're a trans person, you know this better than anyone else. Check yourself before you fucking tweet dumb shit like that. And it's fine. I understand why you're mad because everyone is against you. I understand why you're mad because legislation is against you. But trust me, there is no clout to be had by defending trans people, just like there's no clout to be had by defending marginalized communities. There's no clout to be had by being a fucking socialist. Your life is bullshit when you do this. It's awful. Hence why I don't do it for the clout. I do it because I believe in it, okay? Jesus Christ. We're not that far removed from Steven motherfucking Crowder getting a $50 million deal and casting it aside, and everybody forgot about it. They're like, you're doing it for the clout. Yeah, dude, it's so clouded. It's so sick. I love having, internal arguments, intra-community arguments on a daily basis over minor disagreements, dude. It is the best. I love looking like a fucking fool to the right wing as one of the most prominent voices on the fucking left every goddamn day as they laugh at us and go, lol, look at how fucking stupid you are. You made your bed. Now you have to sleep in it. This is what happens when you cultivate a woke audience. That's literally what everyone fucking says all the goddamn time. No one does this shit because it's really exciting and is a good way to make money. There are infinitely better ways to make money. I saw some ex-fans saying that you were inciting hatred against trans people. Yeah, I know. Because people are fucking unhinged and emotions go high. Emotions are, emotions inflame people and make them say things that they might not even fucking believe 3 seconds after they press send tweet. Okay?
Here, Hasan.
Only reason why I'm not playing this game, and I know a bunch of other people are not playing this game, is because we know that it's not worth it to get bullied endlessly and called transphobic endlessly in when we have massive queer communities and audiences. That's it. Everybody knows how much leftist motherfuckers love the chirp on the internet. They got no power. All they do is chirp. Yeah, it comes from a place of powerlessness, which I'm right on. I stand by that. Okay? Straight up, chirp. And that's precisely why so many fucking people that would otherwise like play it, maybe even raise money for charities or whatever. They're not doing it.
Okay, it's kind of an amazing thing to go on your own show and then just admit that you're a coward and that you won't say the thing.
So, like, this is so stupid. This is me having a conversation with my audience about how leftists should conduct themselves. This is not something that you should turn into fucking agitated propaganda by saying you're a fucking coward. It's like, if anything, it's the opposite of being a coward. Right-wingers, if they had any fucking comprehension, would look to this and go, you know what? He's actually cleaning house, quote unquote, by staying true to his opinions and literally fucking mentioning that the reason why I'm not doing this, even though I had a good strategy, in my opinion, and I still stand by that, to protest or to turn the fucking, to turn the conversation towards J.K. Rowling being transphobic in a positive manner to a broader audience as a media personality who understands the space better than you. I'm sorry, that's just the fucking truth, guys. Holy shit. Okay? And standing true to my opinion and openly stating it and openly using this as an opportunity to be like, this was wrong. Let's not do this again next time. Okay? Let's not do this again next time. Ben turns around and fucking says he's a coward. If I'm cowardly, I would just say, oh my God, I'm such a good ally. I'm such a good ally. That's why I'm not playing the fucking game, because I literally believe that like consumer side decentralized boycotts are totally valid and totally effective. And I care about your point of view and I care about your opinions. That's not the case. I've built a community that is trans positive, that also is a safe space for trans people, not to the degree that you expect from your fucking furry Discord group, of course, because there's still an educational component here. But on top of that, I think that this is an adequate way to fucking market and to bring more awareness. I don't need to play this game. I don't play video games in general, okay? I do cultural commentary over certain video games, this game being one of them, of course. But that is precisely why I wanted to do what I was doing, okay? If I was a coward, I would have just said, you guys are so right. I have no convictions. I have no opinions on consumer boycotting. I have no opinion on like decentralized activism of this magnitude, of this sort, that was demonstrably going to fail, but I, still think that it's okay. That's not what I did. I openly stated what I was angry about, and I got fucked for it. And people screamed about how transphobic I was. And I understand why people got mad and upset, okay? I get it. I totally understand it. I'm not even mad at all the trans people that were upset at me saying I'm transphobic, fake allyship, whatever. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to me, okay? My goal is not to have a larger trans audience. My goal is to have a large audience of fucking normies who are not transphobic, okay? That inevitably leads to one of the largest trans audiences on the fucking internet. 13% of this goddamn community is fucking trans, okay? Because this is a space for entertainment and education. And my overarching goal always is to get normies to not be transphobic. If you're a trans person, you're already not transphobic. You've already gone through that 4chan groiper phase and you're no longer transphobic. You recognize that you're trans, okay? So it's not for you. I agree with you. Pretty sure the trans people don't want to be patronized. I mean, some do. Because it's not a monolith. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, if you know anything about trans communities online, you know the one fundamental rule is that like no two trans people can agree on the same thing ever. And if you disagree on anything, even in a minor capacity, it's all out warfare, okay? Other than the fact that Matt Walsh is a piece of shit and, does not deserve a platform, nor I'm not going to say anything else. Okay. And other things like that. But like, that's the point. And it's stupid. It's like really, really fucking, it's really, really silly to like constantly reinforce narrative. But it does make me very upset when fucking Ben Shapiro uses as an opportunity to cut propaganda to be like, look, this fucking woke idiot made his own bed and now he has to sleep in it. It's like, yeah, bitch, I know. That's why I'm not a fucking grifter, okay? Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying all the fucking time. Yeah, it's the truth. It is very annoying. And yes, I wouldn't have to deal with any of this shit if I was a right-wing commentator, okay? But I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I was a right-wing commentator. That's the difference. Anyway. It's okay, though. It's like a lot of times when this shit, a lot of times when this stuff gets taken out of context is when it leaves the intended audience. That conversation is supposed to be between me and some trans members in my community that were upset, okay? That's it. That's it. But like that's more so about a difference in opinion amongst people who universally agree on most values. Most important one being that like trans people should be left alone and should not be eviscerated by way of legislation or through stochastic terror. Okay. But of course, that conversation leaves the intended audience and turns into fucking propaganda. That conversation leaves the intended audience. Holy fucking shit, man. Give it a rest. Okay. Suck my dick. Fuck you, idiot. In other words, I was a coward? No, that is the opposite. If I'm a fucking coward, I just say, a coward says things that they do not believe. You are not brave for playing a fucking wizard game that was intended for children. That's not bravery. Please get it out of your fucking head that it's super brave to play the fucking child's wizard game, bro. What the fuck? You're not brave for like, oh, I triggered the trans people. They have no power, okay? If they had any fucking power, they wouldn't be yelling at me. They'd be trying to like boycott the entire fucking platform or they would be taking down the video game. But they have no systemic power. That's why they're fucking yelling at me. That was what I was saying. Your anger is understandable and justified. You're just misdirecting it and whoever will listen to you. And that comes from a place of powerlessness. Understandable feelings of frustration, though, as a consequence of insane amounts of legislation being written in every fucking state by way of the state legislature that sidesteps democracy anyway to fucking write you out of existence. Oh, but it doesn't matter. No matter how many times I describe this complex situation, people just literally see shapes and colors and don't listen to what I am saying. Okay? Oh.
Because you're so afraid of your own fan base. I mean, he literally said
I'm not afraid of my own fan base. If I was afraid of my own fan base, I would have just fucking literally said, oh my God, you guys are so right. You guys are so fucking right. I'm not playing this game because I think it's an act of solidarity, but I don't agree with that. And I can't shut the fuck up. The entire reason why everyone on the left on trans Twitter says I'm a transphobe and everyone on the right is saying I'm a fucking coward is literally because I'm the exact opposite, where if I don't agree with something, I just say it. I can't stop myself from fucking saying it, whether it be America deserving 9/11 or this, okay? That's the point.
The only reason he's not playing is because people who quote, quote, chirp, chirp, chirp are basically bullying him into not playing the game. Later, he tried to walk this one back. He went on Twitter, he said,
No, I didn't.
People who want to boycott the game aren't wrong to hate J.K. Rowling. She's awful. Except it's fruitless. No.
That's true. That's been my position since day one. Oh my God, he's clip chimping LSF fucking posts. He's watching LSF and he's clip chimping shit. I'm gonna lose my mind.
No matter how much trans folks want to push for it. It's like trying to boycott Disney. Most people have no idea and don't care about J.K. Rowling at all, and they just want to go to Hogwarts. Okay, well, I mean, you may be.
I never walked back anything. Oh my God, he is becoming the most annoying type of fucking debate lord. Ben Shapiro has figured out the trick to get me to stop fucking watching his shit altogether. This is it.
Correct about the failure of the boycotts, but they've already won. By getting people like Hasan not to play the game, by bullying him, they've achieved their goal.
By the way,
Now,
hey, to all the rad libs on Twitter that said these exact same words, you and Ben Shapiro are in agreement, because I saw this take a lot too from trans posters on Twitter who were like, it seems like our bullying is working because, like, you're not playing it. I'm like, no, you're not understanding the point. He is incapable of understanding the point because he's a fucking reactionary piece of shit who's also a transphobe. You should be able to at least have a fraction of charitability to be like, well, this guy doesn't have to be fucking non-transphobic. This guy probably would make more money being a fucking transphobe. He must be genuinely against transphobia. So I'm going to be a little bit more charitable when I say he has a difference in opinion in what kind of tactics we could be utilizing in this circumstance. Ooh.
Now, again, there is a massive gap that has now been exposed between the market, which hates wokeness, and the people who actually push the cultural window to the left. There is this huge gap because Hogwarts Legacy is dominating Twitch right now. According to Kotaku, the open world Harry Potter RPG is now the most popular game on the live streaming platform. So the market loves Hogwarts Legacy. And yet, all of the commentators and the gamers and all of the people who are on the internet, the people like Hasan Piker, they're openly saying that it's not wrong to boycott it, that in fact, they themselves are not going to play the game out of pure fear of their own audiences. So
no, I'm not afraid of my audience. I don't care. I've made that very clear multiple times. If I was afraid of my audience, then I would not have said any of those things I said, which has inevitably ended up with, you can say yes, you are all you want, you fucking idiot. Why is it that so many people refuse to comprehend the most basic thing here? If I was afraid of my audience, you think I don't know how to act around their desires? People always fucking say, Hasan, he says whatever the most popular left-wing thing is. You think I don't know what the most popular leftist thing to say in that circumstance, what the expected thing to say is, to be a good ally, quote unquote? Shut the fuck up. I would say that instead. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I think it's the right thing to do. At the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. You get 1 free Prime subscription a month, and you can also get gifted a sub. They're just clipping you, dude. That's why they're acting like they don't get it. I know. Anyway, 1 sandwich, please. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Kinda Orange, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Allowing 10 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. Yes, I do this to lift my spirits. Yes, Ben Shapiro loves your Piker. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs.